I'm recording because the cameraman never dies. Let's take back. Let's go back. A minute ago.
Oh my God, Jake.
What?
She's like coming after us.
Oh.
Go, Maria, go!
Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. All good things must come to an end, apparently, as we headed south on the John D. Rockefeller Jr. Memorial Parkway towards the last national park of our trip, Grand Teton. It was certainly a bittersweet moment that quickly morphed into excitement and anticipation as we drove alongside the parallel arbor walls that aimed our attention at the mountain range ahead. First things first, we had to get our national park passport stamped, so we stopped at the Coulter Bay Visitor Center, which features a stunning view of the bay off Jackson Lake, as well as some gorgeous indigenous artwork. Grand Teton National Park is a very special place and has been to people that lay eyes on this land since before its conception. The park is steeped not only in history but natural beauty to all of the senses. The mountains cut a magnificent and imposing figure as they loom transcendent over the valley below them, inspiring all that are caught in their shadow and daring those whose hearts burn with adventure to challenge their summits. Atop Signal Mountain, you can observe the valley from miles and see its natural residents grazing on the sagebrush that peppers the Wyoming landscape. The thing about this place is that even though the mountains don't really change, you can't help but stop at every pull-off and photograph them or just simply admire them.
What do you think?
It's really pretty.
All right, so what's the rub, Maria? What do you think of Teton so far?
It's really pretty. I like how many fewer people there are. And it smells so good.
It's true.
Yeah, we've been here for like
20 minutes.
20 minutes. So let's keep going. A lot of park to see. No, we got a lot of park to see. On our way to briefly visit Jenny Lake before lunch, we spotted a herd of elk before we crossed the Snake River. Grand Teton was turning out to be a much needed change of pace from the crowds of Yellowstone that we had experienced over the last few days. The serene tranquility and slow pace of the valley was exactly what we needed. So we headed to Mormon Row to see the old pioneer houses there. Like I said, Grand Teton has a long history of pioneers and settlers, and the remnants of that are still seen here today. Over the years, the pioneer lifestyle of the area gave way to a new fad, dude ranching. If you're unfamiliar with the term, it's basically cowboy LARPing. There are so many ranches here in the park that are still privately owned and still offer dude ranching outings to this day. The history of the land rights here in Grand Teton is a story in and of itself. If you have time, I highly recommend looking into it because it is a very unique tale. Let me clarify though, that the quiet and tranquil outdoor museum viewing here was not interrupting our pursuit of seeing some wildlife. Although we had technically already seen one briefly, we really wanted to see a moose up close. Preferably a bull moose, but we weren't going to be picky. Plus, it's always cool to see different wildlife in different parks and places too. As such, we were delighted to see a herd of buffalo and a group of pronghorn, which although are called the American antelope, are not actually antelope at all. We then ventured back to where we began our day and decided to venture out on a short evening hike around the Lakeshore Trail on the shore of Jackson Lake back at the Coulter Bay Visitor Center.
So babe, how was your first day in Teton's Bend?
I absolutely love it. I want to bottle the smell.
It smells so good.
So good here.
Yeah. We think it's the brush sage mixed with
The wildflowers.
yeah, and the pines.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's been a nice restful day.
Mm-hmm.
Had a lot of really intense days.
Mm-hmm.
And so, this is the most intense thing we're doing. It's like essentially flat, except for this one hill that we're going on.
Now the
2-mile hike.
The hike was tranquil and gorgeous. The lake and distant mountains comforted us as we enjoyed our last evening in a national park for our trip. We took our time, but eventually it was time to head back to camp for the night. That doesn't mean the excitement was over. Far from it.
So a park ranger just came by and informed us.
There's a grizzly in the area.
There's a grizzly.
At the end of our fancy, stress-free walk.
So yeah, we're making some noise.
Both got our bear spray.
Yeah, I always have mine.
Accessible. Mine's been in my pack.
That's true. I'm hoping we see it from a respectable distance.
Yes.
I feel like you're not hoping we see it.
No, I'm gonna see it from like Like I want it to be over
yeah.
there,
Whew.
across the lake.
So yeah, we're just doing this to make noise. Making noise.
Heeding the ranger's warning, we carefully headed back to the visitor center, hoping to glimpse the bear from a safe distance. And lo and behold, we did. There she was, right next to the public beach, which was quite odd as a bear 20 yards away was apparently not enough of a deterrent to the beachgoers.
We found the bear.
We found the bear.
That was worth that most eventful 2-mile hike I've ever done.
I probably, honestly,
That was really cool.
got absolutely eaten
Oh, the mosquitoes are
alive
terrible.
by mosquitoes, but didn't get eaten by the bear.
That's true, and that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
All we got to see now to make this trip complete with animals is a bull and moose. That's what we want to see.
And we met 2 really nice people.
Yeah, they were great. Didn't get their names,
because they
but they were
forgot.
awesome.
Yeah, because they forgot their bear spirits.
That's
We're like, we'll walk with you guys.
So yeah, we're gonna go check out our campsite, cook some dinner, and just chill out for the rest of the night. Maybe look, we're going on moose watch, but I don't know if we'll see.
With our hike over, we drove onto our campsite for the night, but kept our heads on a swivel for the coveted moose sighting.
Babe, summon us a moose. There you go.
Our vigil paid off as not 3 miles from our campsite, we spotted a cow and a calf moose grazing in the edge of the trees.
That's a big girl.
It's not a bull moose, but it's a cow. It's a step in the right direction. I know.
We then retired to our campsite that evening with the Teton Peaks looming over the nearest mountain, beckoning us to our last day of adventure tomorrow. The next morning, we were up bright and early as we were in a hurry. We had been recommended the Phelps Lake Loop by multiple people as a must-do hike, and the parking lot for the site only has like 40 spaces, which fill up fast. Luckily, we made it in time and ventured into the Lawrence S. Rockefeller Preserve, which welcomed us with a sea of sagebrush that waved with the sun's golden yawn. The preserve here is so warm and tranquil with an incredible visitor center to boot. But we had a hike to do, and we set out for adventure, crossing babbling streams and wooden bridges.
Whoa. Look at these rocks.
Which led us to the lake of glass that perfectly reflected the mountains, as above, so below. We made our way counterclockwise around the lake, but the serene morning wander was short-lived as we were greeted by a local on the trail.
Good ears. We're out here hiking, and Maria heard something like. He's kind of.
I heard water.
Oh, you did? Well, I heard it like grunting. There's a cow moose and a calf right here, so we're gonna have to kind of sneak by it, I guess. Oh. Just let him step back. Wait for him to pass. They're probably gonna pass the road up here.
You think?
I do. There they are. See him?
Yeah.
Just stand back. If you can camouflage, that'd be even better.
How was this camouflage?
You can get behind this tree. There you go. There she is. There she is. See her up there? Yeah, she is on the trail. Her calf is right there. See her? See the movement? See the calf? We're probably 50 yards from this. The calf's looking right at me.
That was awesome.
That was crazy.
I'm afraid to keep going on the trail though. We're gonna follow
We got to
them.
give him a second.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy. What a good hike. Good morning hike. So she's on we're not stalking her because we're not hunting, but we're trying to go up the trail, and she came out of the water with her calf, went up the trail about 50, 100 yards, and now they're eating some of this brush and these greens here, and they're kind of making their way back to the lake, so we're just waiting it out so we can keep doing this hike. But I'll sit here for a while. I'm fine with it.
That baby's so cute.
I know.
That was I know that you're here.
Yeah, don't try anything.
Don't try anything, look. Yeah, it's a bit of a death stare.
It is.
Yeah.
These things will kill you, man. The calf.
So cool now.
All right, it's been like 30 minutes and this moose just will not leave. It keeps going down the trail a little bit, and then it'll go in the towards the water to eat, and then it'll go up the trail a bit. So we're just hoping it's gonna go in the water. It looks like we're stalking it, but we're just trying to do this hike.
Yeah.
It's also fun to watch though. So.
It is.
We waited on this moose for a solid hour.
All right.
Finally.
Sweet.
We continued on the natural highway and basked in the wild perfection that surrounded us. However, the locals weren't finished with us yet, as we were about to have a close encounter of the cervid kind. We rounded a corner, and hidden there on the bridge, we found ourselves dangerously close to a wild cow moose.
She's on the bridge. So we have found, okay, hang on.
Oh, what do we do?
This way. I'm recording because the cameraman never dies. Let's take back, let's go back.
And
We're about halfway through the hike, and we have found yet another moose. We ran up on this one on the trail. It kind of scared us. I think we scared each other.
that lady just like just here.
Yeah, we just passed another hiker like a minute ago.
Oh my god, Jacob.
What?
She's like coming after us.
Oh shoot, go Maria, go! I think so.
Is she still coming?
No, you're good. Oh my goodness. You okay?
Do we keep going?
Yeah, in just a second. We survived.
You said cameraman always looks.
I told you I started recording because the camera never dies. So we scared it, and like we were just walking and it like popped up on the trail, and so we were like, whoa, we were kind of taking a step back and we were easing back away from it, and then it started trotting after us.
It was doing more than trotting.
Oh well, it started trotting and then it started like kind of cantering or whatever. And
Good thing I'm wearing my marathon shirt.
that's right. Whew, that's crazy. Let's keep going.
Oh my god.
Are you good?
If the moose is not on the trail anymore, then I'm good. If the moose is on the trail, I don't know what we're gonna do.
We'd escaped with our lives in a tale for the ages, as we made extra sure to make enough noise on the second half of the hike to deter any other moose that might have also gotten the neighborhood memo from the angry hooved females in the area. Still though, the hike around Phelps Lake was amazing despite the heart-pounding danger. The trail brought us over marshes and continued to look over the lake with the lesser mountains in the distance that carved out the horizon. With our time at the preserve over, we visited the coolest visitor center in the park to admire the exhibits of the flora and fauna in the area. We then ended the day with a return to Jenny Lake, a place we didn't have near enough time to explore. We dawdled around the shoreline and over the bridges, taking in the scenery and wishing in vain that our time here didn't have to end so soon. But as with all good things, they eventually had to come to an end, with ours ending that evening in Jackson Hole. As we drove through Idaho the next morning on the way back to Bozeman to catch our flight home, we encountered a lofty hot air balloon gathering and reflected on our adventure. This trip has been one I'll never forget. My wife and I took a similar trip for our honeymoon out to the PNW, to which neither of us had been before, and was also unforgettable. But this trip was different. I had been to all these places at least briefly before, and this time I was able to share places with Maria that meant so much to me growing up, and even got to explore them with her more than I ever have before. It's a nice parallel, actually. Being able to revisit these places that moved me so deeply as I grew up at different times, now as a married man, allows for much deeper reflection. The places are the same, but it's impossible to see them that way, even if I wanted to, as my eyes have taken many more trips around the sun. And as with many milestones in life, being married to my best friend has given me a deeper understanding and appreciation for all things that my younger self couldn't have even comprehended. Now, I'm not old at 28, but the first time I laid eyes on this region was half of my life ago. My mind, body, and soul are all older, wiser, and more weathered. But when they gaze over the glacial valleys beside the mountain goats, when my lungs inhale the smell of spruce and berries upon the mountainside with the bears, when my skin feels the cool moisture of the glacial lakes alongside the moose, and when I wander alongside the basalt columns and geothermic features near the bison, I can't help but feel younger in body and spirit. I feel younger and more alive than ever in a paradoxical way that only an older soul can. The many generations of people before us have all left their mark upon the land here, and the land its mark upon them, teaching them many unforgettable lessons. And after this adventure, Maria and I can confidently say, our wonderful planet is still an outstanding teacher.